Okay, we've got something we need to talk about, and it's pretty big for the entire cryptocurrency market. This could change the direction incredibly quickly. Humongous amounts of money are potentially going to come into the crypto market, and we need to be ready to absolutely capitalize on that opportunity. As Warren Buffett once said, "I'll tell you how to become rich. Close the doors, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." Now, thinking about the last 12 months, we have been in a pretty aggressive recession and bear market, and it's been incredibly challenging both to try and make some money and equally to kind of ride the weather of what we've seen, what with BlockFi, FTX, Genesis, Voyager, all of these massive companies over leverage themselves that ultimately have brought the markets down. A lot of people calling that crypto is done. Well, we need to talk about Goldman Sachs and their 2023 outlook and their perspective on what they're doing, and more importantly, their view and opinion on cryptocurrency, because this is definitely an interesting one. And if you are interested in both making money, investing, and cryptocurrency, well, then do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give a like on this video. Remember, nothing is financial advice, it is all my opinion, and I'm trying to bring you the latest and greatest in crypto news so you can make your best investment strategies work for you this year. Now, Goldman Sachs, if you don't know who Goldman Sachs are, and they come up all the time, it's a gigantic fund company. Currently sits at $2.5 trillion annual income, absolutely humongous amounts, and a $32.8 trillion revenue. Absolutely crazy numbers coming out of those. 43,900 people currently employed with Goldman Sachs, and they kind of flirt with cryptocurrency and, you know, digital assets. Now, you kind of come down here, they've got some ETF accelerators, which are certainly pretty interesting for all of you that trade stocks, and they also have a new way to classify digital assets. The Dataonomy, Goldman Sachs, MSCI, and Coinmetrics have collaborated to create Dataonomy, a classification framework for digital assets designed to help market participants monitor trends, analyze risks and returns, and build new products. They're opening up the world of digital assets and cryptocurrency to their users. Now, you might be sat there thinking, what has this got to do with anything? And what are you bringing this up? Well, it just so happens right now, Goldman Sachs are absolutely being greedy when people are fearful. So we know that Goldman Sachs are on the hunt for bargain crypto firms after the FTX fiasco. And if you think about what's happened, we have a lot of fund management companies that have gone out of the door. They have run away, they've collapsed, whatever it is. There is going to be a demand for it. Equally with exchanges, we know we've seen a lot of those, and more importantly, they truly believe the trust will come back into the crypto market. Be greedy when others are faithful. It says FTX implosion has heightened the need for a more trustworthy, regulated cryptocurrency players, and big banks see an opportunity to pick up businesses. Matthew McDonald, Goldman's head of digital assets, told Reuters. Interesting. Goldman are also doing due diligence on a number of different crypto firms, he added, without giving any specific details. He says, "We do see some really interesting opportunities priced much more sensibly," McDermott said in an interview last month. FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the United States on November the 11th after its dramatic collapse, sparking fears of a contagion and amplifying calls for more crypto regulation. And I think we will see that, and that's why I think we're going to see more of these particular businesses wanting to get into digital assets when the market is cheap. Think about it. Bitcoin currently $17,000. Absolutely crazy. Back to the heights of 60k. We will blow past $60,000 in the next bull run. I think everybody who's been in cryptocurrency for a long time would absolutely echo that point. Now, it says here, while the amount Goldman may potentially invest is not large for the Wall Street giant, which earned $21.6 billion last year, its willingness to keep investing amid the sector shakeout shows it senses a long-term opportunity. And I think that is, for me, a big opportunity. If they are coming in to buy digital companies and digital asset companies, especially given everything that's happened, then they're in it for the long haul, in my opinion. Now, obviously, the Biden administration launching a executive order on crypto 6 months in. What does this feel like? And it's important when we're thinking about big purchases, and certainly Goldman Sachs coming into the space, well, ultimately, nothing's really changed. I think that's fair to say. Yes, we're going to see some regulation, and yes, we're going to see a bit more narrative pushed down our throats in terms of getting regulation part of it. But ultimately, like it says here, still, we now have a clearer sense of how the government is approaching this. The White House and various executive branch departments have published for the first sets of reports addressing a number of issues, including considerations for central bank digital currency, CBDCs, you'll hear that word a lot, and how crypto-related crimes might be prosecuted, and how the US sees itself on the world stage. We've seen it here in the UK and equally in the US, but ultimately we still kind of sit there with not really much regulation. Market's really challenging, and again, I bring you back to that great quote from Warren Buffett: tell you how to become rich, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Right now, people are fearful in the crypto market. It's our opportunity to be greedy. Again, never over leverage yourself, never invest more than you can afford to lose, but certainly you want to be looking at expanding your portfolio, making some sensible investments that might just work for you. We're still a way away from the next bull market, but I do think we'll see some upturn in the overall price of the market, but certainly Goldman Sachs see an opportunity as well. That's going to do it for this video. If you like this kind of content, because it is slightly different for the channel, then be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Do support it. I do read the comments as well. As ever, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.